One of the benefits of buying an electronic sewing machine, such as the Pfaff Ambition 610, is the feature where the needle always stops up or it always stops down in your fabric. And I'm going to show you a couple tips and tricks about this feature that is good to know. So normally I like to stop with either the needle stopping at the highest position so I don't have to turn or even touch my hand wheel when I'm ready to take my fabric out of the machine. It's just ready to go. It also completes the stitch. You notice that the take-up lever is at the highest position. So when I go to start again on a new seam, I don't have to hold my threads. That's a great feature. Now if you're working on something really thick and bulky, you're sewing a little bit and then you're having to rearrange it, having the needle stop down in the fabric is going to help hold your last stitch. By having it held there, you don't accidentally kind of pull the fabric out from underneath the foot and you get a little jig in your seam. So that's one thing that is good to have. Now, having you stop with the needle in the down position and working with pins that you might be putting in your project, you have to kind of keep in mind that when you get close to that pin, make sure that stitch as it's coming down doesn't hit the pin. Make sure you stop before the pin and then pull the pin out and then continue to sew. It's not a good idea to sew over pins, especially with this machine because of the penetration power, because there is going to be a time, pretty much if you hit a pin, you're going to damage the needle and now you need a new needle. Or number two, you can hit a pin so hard that it will actually bend the pin and it will actually could take the timing of your machine off a notch, and that's not good because that means a trip to your service department. Not fun. All right, so make sure that if you're stopping with your needle down, stop before the pins. Now I'm going to show you one more cool feature, and it's actually in your foot control. So when you're done sewing, your needle's down, try not to turn your hand wheel to bring that up because you have to know exactly how far up to bring it. All you have to do is push the button. Done. Then everything is lined up for your next stitch. Your needle threader's lined up. Everything is easy. But do you know that if you're stopping with the needle in the down position and your foot is on the foot control, with a little tap at the top of the foot control, it's a half a stitch. So you don't even have to reach up and touch the button, especially if you got all hands on deck. You're going to find that just a quick tap is always a half a stitch.